This week I'm testing the Mitsubishi Pajero Sport. It's a 7-seater 4-wheel drive. Let's find out how good it is as a baby drive. Now, installing child seats in the back of the Pajero Sport isn't as practical and family friendly as you would hope in a 7-seater. There are ISOFix in the 2 outer second row seats, not within plastic guides, but nice and easy to connect to. When it comes to top tether anchorages, there is just one for the central second row seat, but it's in the ceiling above the 3rd row passengers' heads. So the top tether straps have to go across in front of their faces, and they've got to be careful not to hit their heads on it too. And the seat belt has to go from the ceiling as well. Now that's just with one child seat installed. There's actually no top tether anchorages for the outer second row seats, just holes in the ceiling back there, and you've got to install your own. Now it does come with one more top tether anchorage in the glove box for you to install yourself, but you've got to make sure you do it right. Now I haven't installed them, but I've made a separate video about that, so you can watch that. You can fit 3 child seats nice and easily across this second row of seats. It is really spacious, but consider that if you've got 3 top tether anchorages all going to that 3rd row ceiling, those 3rd row passengers really are going to have an obstructed view, and it's not going to be very pleasant for them having all of that in front of their faces and above their heads. Now in the 3rd row there are no top tethers or ISOFix, so you can't install child seats back there either. To access that 3rd row, you do have to uninstall a child seat from the 2nd row, and then this seat will tumble forwards, and that's how you climb through. Now legroom is good in here. We found with a rear-facing child seat installed, a 180cm passenger can fit in front, or with a forward-facing 184 centimetres plus. And in that 3rd row, I'm 162 centimetres, and I can easily fit back there. In the back of the Pajero Sport, storage is quite good. There's a fold down in the central seat back that will hold a reusable and a disposable coffee cup. There are mat pockets in the back of both front seats. They will hold an iPad and a wallet, but not conceal them. There is a socket in the back of the central console box and 2 USB ports. And the door bins in the back are quite small. They will hold a 600mm, but nothing bigger. And there are the little wells in the handles too. In the 3rd row, there are just 2 cup holders on one side of the car. They will hold a reusable and disposable coffee cup, and a large refillable water bottle fits in them too. Storage in the front is good. There are 2 cup holders in the central console that will hold a reusable and a disposable coffee cup, and a large refillable water bottle fits in there too. The central console box is a good size and has a little shelf in the top. There's a phone charging well in front of the gear lever that's got USB and 12-volt sockets, and there's a large shelf underneath the central console too. The glove box is a good size. It will hold an iPad and a wallet with the manual. There's a glasses case in the ceiling. The door bins are a good size in the front here. They'll hold a large refillable water bottle and my iPad too. The boot of the Pajero Sport opens and closes with a single beep, and you can open it from a button on the front dash. Let's find out how much we can fit in the boot. When using all 7 seats, it will hold 3 shopping bags, or a compact stroller and 1 shopping bag. When using 5 seats, it will hold 16 shopping bags, or a twin side-by-side stroller and 5 shopping bags, a tandem stroller and 7 shopping bags, a single stroller and 8 shopping bags, or a compact stroller and 12 shopping bags, or a large dog. The Pajero Sport's a really nice car to drive. You do sit nice and high up, so your visibility out of the front is really good. However, out of the back and sides it is quite limited, especially with child seats in the back, and the rear windows all slope up towards the back of the car, which makes it tricky too. I do find the acceleration a little bit slow in here. When you first take off, it's as if it's just thinking a little bit before it kicks in. Apart from that, it's a nice car to drive. It is big, but I've found it fine around supermarket car parks and things like that. The media system in the Pajero Sport is lovely and simple and easy to navigate. You can mute the sound of the sat-nav voice guidance, which is great. And you can also change the sound settings for a lot of things through this screen too. And it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. When you put it into reverse, you do get the overhead image, which is fantastic. However, the screen is quite milky and in some lights quite difficult to see. So to sum up with the Pajero Sport, its family friendliness in terms of child seat fitting and top tethers is a little bit questionable, especially with them going across those third row faces. However, it's a lovely car to drive, media system is good and the boot space is great too.
Read the full reviews at BabyDrive.com.au.